Hola amigos y bienvenidos a una nueva clase de Leadership and Management. El día de hoy hablaremos sobre Agile Leadership, un tipo de liderazgo que es aplicado por muchas de las empresas más grandes del mundo y que da frutos realmente sorprendentes en los últimos años en el mercado global. In today's class, we are going to talk about what is Agile Leadership, then modes of an Agile leader and how Agile leaders react under specific situations. Third, the focus of Agile leadership. Fourth, attributes of an Agile leader. Fifth, we are going to analyze how Agile organizations all over the world grow Agile leaders as a way of improving their services. And finally, we are going to apply all the things we've learned and work on a project. So without further ado, let's get started. First, what is Agile leadership? Agile leadership is the practice of creating change that contributes to building an agile organization. An agile leader will have passion for learning, open innovation, developing people, and can create and communicate the vision of the organization. The functions of an agile leader are making sure to provide an environment where it is safe to fail, making safety a prerequisite for all employees and team members of the organization. Second, providing all the information necessary to make appropriate decisions in all the projects that the team members are working on, delivering value continuously. And third, uphold decisions made by the staff. In that way, every single one of the members will feel supported, and as a consequence they will perform better. For so good that Agile leadership is, there are two primary anti-patterns of such type of leadership. I'm talking about micromanagement and absenteeism, and it happens when a leader is giving too much space to all team members, and in that way some of them can feel like the leader is not putting enough effort to help them achieve all the goals of the organization. Second, modes of an agile leader. The first one is the cooperative leader. Those kind of leaders build teams around uncertainty to mitigate risk and disambiguate problems. The second, collaborative leaders. Those kind of leaders approach ambiguity by consensus and getting the team to examine the issues together through a process of brainstorming. Third, generative leaders. Those kind of leaders use ambiguity to create opportunities and innovate within the team confounds, giving the opportunity to every single one of the team members to participate, express their opinions, and develop their ideas. Now, we are going to talk about the focus of Agile leader. The essence of Agile leadership is creating the right environment for self-managing teams. Co-create the goals. Instead of giving instructions, make sure that the goals are clear and their actions are bringing them closer to the goal. Agile leaders generally do this following three simple instructions. The first one is facilitate ownership. They create an environment in which agile teams can grow and thrive. Teams cannot be forced to take ownership. Leaders can only create those circumstances in which teams take ownership. This is balancing between stepping in and letting go, finding the sweet spot where teams have the right amount of freedom aligned with their level of maturity. The second is learn faster. Being fit and ready for the future is not about being the best, it's about being faster. Self-managing teams need to get fast feedback on their actions and their decisions, preferably from users and customers. It is the leader's goal to promote learning from experiments and failures. The third one is design the culture. Agile leaders has to envision, design and improve the culture of the organization. In that way, every single one of the team members will feel identified with the team and do their best to achieve all the goals. Now we are going to talk about the attributes of every agile leader. The first one is humility. As a team leader, you want your team to embrace opportunities to learn. They need to acknowledge that they don't know something already. The same goes for leaders. As the Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella says, it is time to go from know-it-alls to learn-it-alls. As humans, we need to remember, humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less. The ego makes you think of yourself, and humility allows you to think of others. In other words, there is nothing more powerful for leaders than saying, I don't know something, wouldn't it be great to find it out? Humility coupled with this time of growth mindset is an essential attribute for every leader. In other words, humility accelerates learning. The second one is flexibility. Leaders who commit to outcomes over actions. Defining the required end state without controlling the methods will have to be flexible in the approach the teams choose to take. Rigidity goes against the principles of small iterative experimentation, but this can be a challenge, particularly in the early adoption phases when the self-managing teams are first established. There are opportunities for mistakes and some chaos. However, agile leaders need to acknowledge this and be flexible and adaptable to the changing requirements. Third, agile leaders coach instead of commanding. As a leader, you look to hire clever people, people that you believe can do the job required, but sometimes those people you hired cannot see what needs to be done. In this situation, the default mode of a leader is to give instructions on the next step. You feel like you're helping them because they are back making progress, but you didn't improve them. Instead of letting them know what to do, ask them to explain some of the things on their mind. In that way, you can edge them closer to the next step, but without telling them. The most used coaching conversation technique is the grow model. First, you have to ask them about their goal. Next, ask them to describe their reality. After knowing their goal and their reality, you have to ask about their opinions and ask them to explore all the options available to them. You can again ask exploratory questions and see if they can find more alternatives. Lastly, ask them what will they do now. Then you let them go. Even if you think that you would have attacked the problem differently, you need to let it go and do it their own way. Therefore, you can coach and don't command. The same applies to conversations with your teams. Allow them the space to find their path. Finally, understand their people. Leaders need to become mentors to their team, and the best mentor truly understands their mentees. It takes effort to learn about your team, but it is essential. People don't care how much you know till they know how much you care about them. There are 3 steps of becoming a better mentor. First, establish boundaries. Find out their values and identify their definition of success. With this information, you can have a conversation and know when to stretch their expectations of themselves and when to support them because it is working well. The last part of the video talks about agile organizations grow agile leaders first. There is a growing body of evidence that suggests all businesses could benefit from becoming more agile in increasing their agility. But of the case studies reviewed, it is apparent that the success in this transformation comes through the mindset of the leaders. Therefore, if you want to improve your business, start first with the mindset of your leaders. Developing your leaders will be difficult because of a simple reason. Most leaders on companies generally rose those positions using skills that are not congruent with an agile mindset. To become great agile leaders will require them to release control to their teams. It will mean that they become more of a coach and a mentor than a decision maker. You will need your leaders to act with humility and actively demonstrate it with their teams. This is the opposite of the portrayal of competence and confidence, but you need to start with them right away because the success of your company depends on the actions of your leaders. Now, time has come for you to become an agile leader. Now, using all the material in this video and looking for some more on the internet, I'll dare you to become an agile leader, to be effective, to be more a mentor than a decision maker with your team. In that way, you are going to witness first all the benefits that this new type of leadership offers you in terms of productivity. Well, that was it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching till the end. For more information, please watch our previous videos about leadership in which we analyze Elon Musk's transformative leadership style and the introductory video of leadership. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the next class. Bye.